What's going on, guys, and welcome to 1.19 on our Surviving Java server. Yep, the server's finally updated, and the first thing I decided I had to do was obviously get some of the goat horns, so it's incredibly loud over here with all of these goats, especially the screaming ones. But what we're doing is just breeding them up, letting them get rid of their horns, killing them off, and then letting the babies grow, and then rinse and repeat. And the ones I've got already, I've got full choker of Phil, Sing, Ponder, Seek. I've got a few of the admirers, a couple of the calls, but I've got no dreams or yearns yet. So I'm sort of keeping an eye on these and just coming over here and AFKing when I get sort of bored and I've got other bits and pieces to do around the house. But nevertheless, what I've been doing since last video, it's been a while since I've done any recordings. I don't know where we actually left off on the last episode. What I have been doing is working on the pathways in between the sort of exhibits and bases. Mainly because I've not been able to record for the better part of about 3-4 weeks now, just being tied up with uni work, and so I come on every now and again and just do little bits and pieces. Like this pathway leads all the way over to the farmstead building, so we've got like a nice little jungle theme bridge, and I've had to sort of swap out the pathway. So obviously we've got like the spruce trapdoors as well as oak planks and spruce planks over here, and then I sort of cut that out on this side and then started adding the podzol. I encountered some skelly horses, so we've got a couple of them dotted along the pathways at the moment, and then this sort of comes running up here up to this little staircase, which then leads up to the farmstead build, which is just there on our left. And then if we hop over the farmstead build, like you cut through it onto this other pathway, that then leads over to another little bridge which goes to the polar bear enclosure. I do like the style of this little bridge. It's sort of like a sort of themed around the jungle temple, like the block palette. And then I just added some hanging lanterns for the lighting going over it. And then the other pathway that goes from the farmstead building leads through the jungle and over towards the main zoo building. So it comes all the way up here, and then it wraps around this corner, goes through a little tunnel, because rather than going up and over it would have just looked messy. So I cut through here, and then it goes across a pretty large bridge that cuts across here, rather than sort of I was initially going to do a hanging rope bridge. I'll show you the bridge in a second, but then it leads on to a more formed path, because obviously the main visitor centre of the zoo building, we wanted it to look proper, and I had to widen the scope of it to actually match the staircase. And then it comes up to here, and we've got our Zootopia sign. Then that leads into the zoo. But yeah, the bridge over here is like, we've got this one that sort of just wraps around the landscape there that hugs the actual wall, and I've got some stilts put on it just for sort of just make it sort of architecturally sound, to make it make sense. This one was more difficult, again with the sort of stone block palette, and then I've used andesite walls to sort of make an indent, but doing it on a diagonal made it a lot more trickier. But I think it's come out looking alright. I actually like it. But yeah, nevertheless, today's episode, what we want to work on is checking out some of the new stuff. Obviously I want to go and get some of the new stuff. Where's my beacons? There they go. Can we go down here? Now, we do need to actually make some room for the new items. Now obviously we've got the new wood type, so we're going to have to extend this section to add another one here. And that's fine, because ice doesn't really fit into a theme, so we can we're going to have to find somewhere to combine it or move it to. What can we possibly get rid of? What is this? Oh, that's like the sea stuff. I should really put coral up there rather than a sea pickle, shouldn't I? To better indicate it. Let's get like a bit of red coral. Yeah, okay, well, of course you've done that. Thank you. Do that, so that way we know that's more ideally for sea stuff. This is going to be food. This is just the random bits of natura like flowers. That's the harvestable greens. Crap. How if I like mud? I can fit in with the clay because it all makes sense, because if you dry out mud you get the clay. How can I do this? I guess I could move Blackstone over with the other nether resources of like the magma blocks and basalt and soul sand. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll move that and then put the ice there and then have the glass, not the glass, the mangrove wood there, and then we can move the mud blocks in with the clay, and we can just replace the clay ball with the new mud block, because none of them I think we're going to be getting in a great deal, barring the mangrove. I really like the colour of the mangrove, and the ice can just be moved, and I don't want to separate the wood just by making it easy on myself and putting mangrove there. But yeah, what we need to now go do is actually go find a mangrove swamp. I don't know if we're going to be messing around with like the frogs or the warden or anything. There is something else that got done in between last episode and this episode, and that is Max been working tirelessly on the central sort of nether hub area. Because after I've tidied up like all of these nether tunnels, Mac came on and he's been doing bits and pieces, and he thought that he'd work on like the main central tunnel where they all connect, and I think it looks outstanding. It's dangerous as hell, but it does look outstanding. And it goes all the way up to the ceiling, and he's got all of these portals that are going through the side, which just look outstanding. And we've actually got free cam, so we can check this out a little bit better. So yeah, it's like it took him ages to do all of this, and then we've got access onto the nether roof by flying through here. And if you're on the nether roof, you can just drop straight down because there's slime blocks underneath. But yeah, it looks nuts. And he's also working on these tunnel systems that sort of stretch out into the actual nether, which I think is awesome. And then he's got other things linking to them, which I think looks really, really cool. I think he's done a great job on this. And I did actually, yeah, this one here, I dug a tunnel, which he doesn't know about yet, and I'm meaning to actually work on doing a proper tunnel like he's done there, but it is such a long tunnel in order to get to the closest mangrove swamp. So I'm going to walk all the way here, and if you check my coordinates, we're like nearly 0, 0, and I can show you just how far we end up when we get there. Alright, so here we are, and we are about 1500 blocks away from our main nether hub area, which is all the way over there. So this actually cuts through 2 different fortresses as it goes, or it's either like one really long fortress, because it comes all the way across here and then down here, and it cuts straight through it, which would, I think it would look pretty cool. And we also got this one that it cuts through. It would look really cool once we've done an actual tunnel, because it goes over quite a few lava lakes. So I need to sort of get a schematic of Mac's design for his like nether tunnel, and then do one coming out of here. Obviously I need to dig it out a lot more and clear it up and then build it, which is going to require an obscene amount of resources. Can you get a bed? Thank you. Let's quickly sleep the night away before we get absolutely murdered. Okay, so this is a pretty large swamp actually. Like, massively large. So what we're going to do is we're just going to tear down some of it around the immediate portal area. And we're just going to take back like around about 4 or 5 shulkers. Oh, look, frogs. Now, I'm not going to play with the frogs today. Oh, I have actually... If I find 2 of them, I can breed them and then get a bunch of frog spawns, so that way we've got that for later. Have I got slime balls? Have I got an ender chest? Okay, thank God for that. So I need to make some shulker boxes as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get to cutting down some of these, and I sneeze, you sneaky creeper. Let's grab you. And then let's just see if we've got slime balls, which we have. Do that. So we've got that on us. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, let me crack on with this, get a bunch of resources mowed down. I'll get some of the mud as well from the immediate surroundings. Try not to get murdered by that creeper, and then I will probably meet back at base after I've put the mangrove wood into our sorting system. Alright, so just a quick update. I've cleared a bit of an area around here, and I just thought I'd let you know at this stage that harvesting mangrove trees sucks. Like, immensely sucks. So hard. It is like the worst growing formation of trees that I've ever experienced. Like, even when you get the massive oak trees, it's like every single mangrove tree is as infuriating as one of the very large oak trees, to the point that I actually resorted to just using TNT, hopping on top and then blowing out sections, and then hopping down, collecting, hopping off, blowing it out, because when they're all compact, I can understand it's like if you was harvesting one by one and they was far enough away from one another, it wouldn't be too bad. But because they're so compact, you're having to take out like 5 or 6 trees and jumping up and down in order to get all the logs, and then find where the hidden logs are in the tree bushes in order for the leaves to start despawning. And yeah, I've been doing this for the better part of about an hour to an hour and a half, and this is what I've got, less than 9 stacks of actual logs. But I've got a full stack of the mangrove propagules, which is their saplings and their mangrove roots. Got some muddy roots and then some leaves. I'm now going to go collect a bunch of the mud from around the area, and I'll hopefully obviously grab some more of the muddy mangrove roots while I do. But I thought I'd just give you an update as to how much this absolutely sucks on in having to harvest these trees. It's just such a nightmare. But yeah, let me just now collect some mud. So yeah, I'll catch you back in a bit. Okay, so the mud took considerably less time. It only took around about 5 minutes, considering that I'd flattened out the area, made it a lot easier. And because it's like 4 or 5 deep over here before you hit the stone, getting a full shulker's worth did not take longer than about 5 minutes. What we are going to do now is go and see if we can't find any frogs near water in order to get them to breed. So if we head over to here, there's like a little lake type deal, and then we've got some frogs nearby. Where are you guys? Hello? Let's have a look over this way. I can see a few frogs on my mini map in this direction. They're all sort of bundled together. And are they near water? Yeah, there's water just over here, so it should hopefully be okay. Come on, buddy. Look, slime ball. Yum. And you. Come on. We do that, then do that. Come on, there's water over here. Into the water. Thank you. Okay, so he's done his little frog spawn deal, but now we're going to have to wait. And then it's literally just a case of waiting for these guys to hatch, these guys to go on a breeding cooldown for like 5 minutes, and then rinse and repeat. I've got a bunch of buckets and an empty shulker, and I'll just keep these frogs nearby. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you back after I've got some frog spawn. Well, that's frog spawn, but until I've got some of the tadpoles in a bucket, I believe it is. So yeah, catch you back in a bit. Okay, so after around about 20 minutes of breeding these stupid frogs, I tried doing it there, but then the tadpoles kept on swimming down into a cave that's got tons of tropical fish, which means I kept on accidentally capturing them. But we've got a full shulker of tadpoles to use for a future project now, as well as the mangrove bits and pieces. Let's get up and try to find our portal. Should be just here. There we go. Oh look, we've got some pillagers to come to join us. Well, never mind, I'm leaving now. So we've got all of our mud, our muddy mangrove roots, our mangrove wood, mangrove roots there, mangrove leaves, mangrove propagules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go sort this out to fit into my storage system, as well as make the compact mud bricks as well. Go away. Yeah, so I'm going to make them as well and put them in with the clay chest and move the ice around to the blackstone, move the blackstone to the basalt. And after I've done all of that, we can see what time we've got left in order to just do something else. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you back in a little bit. Alright then guys, so I've pulled the stuff in the correct places and I've fed the shulkers through the system. So now we've got mangrove wood with the rest of our wood types, and I was thinking about it, and then I was probably thinking that, you know, what's really annoying is that I want the two Netherwoods together, but then I would be annoyed if I tried to shift these over and move the mangrove over to this side, because then the Netherwoods would be split up by this post. So I wouldn't know how to do it until we get like probably another normal wood variant, so that way this entire line can shift and these two will end up on this side, which means all of these would then have to be shifted over. But it's just my OCD playing at me. But all the mangrove stuff is in there. The mud and mud bricks and packed mud is now in here. I've set the filters for the stairs and slabs for the mud bricks as well. And then I've moved the black stone over with our basalt and magma and soul sand. And the ice have been shifted over to where the black stone was. And all of the filters are now in place, which means we can take the scaffolding back down. And it was only there because it was driving me insane. Trying to fly and land on them little platforms is highly annoying. I put the tadpoles away in our little cubbyhole storage just over here as well. So they are over with the axolotls just in there. Full chocolate tadpoles for when we want to do a project with them. So we are running towards the end of the episode, and I did actually want to try to take on one of the ancient cities, but I think trying to do all of it in the space of one episode. So what I think we'll do is I'm going to gather the bits and pieces that I need to take an ancient city on, and then I will probably just head over there and we can poke our head in and just sort of get a scope as to what it is. But I know that we need night vision potions because placing torches tends to activate the skulk sensors. There's also another thing that we've not checked out, and that is the allays. So that's definitely on our list of things to do. By the way, I don't know why I'm going this way to go over to Size. Size got the potion brewers, so it's easier to get some night vision potions from over there. But it takes forever to get up and down, so dude, come on now. But yeah, what we can do is I've already dug a tunnel all the way over to an ancient city. It took me the better part of around about 2 days to dig the tunnel, because it's around about I think it's about a 5,000 block tunnel. And although it gave me like a stack and a half of deep slate diamond ore when I was digging it, and I only dug it is because I've got future plans of what I want to do with the ancient city after having cleared it. Okay, that's not what it was after. Let's hop down into here. And this is where Sire's potion brewers start. Potion brewer setup is. Their invisibility. We've got no night vision. Why? Oh, we need bottles, don't we? They're water breathing. Okay, let me sort out some night vision potions, and then I will need to. Once I'm at the end of the tunnel and about to poke my head in, I need to set up like a little respawn area as well. But yeah, guess I'll catch you back in a sec. Alright, so it's taken me roughly around about 15 minutes to get over here, and on my journey here I did actually have to dig a little bit more, and I've activated 2 of the Shriekers. Now obviously we're not going in there to try to take it on today, because there's no way we've got enough time left on the video in order to be able to do that, but I thought we could poke our head in, and what we'll do is I'll get hold of Clowd to see if he wants to join us on taking this on. I know that he's looking forward to taking one of these on, but whether he wants to join us on this one is another question. I just want to sort of have a poke in. We'll use a night vision potion so we can like have a look. Okay, let's just be very careful. Well, okay. Oh wow. It cuts into like a lush cave over on the far right by the looks of it. What we can do is actually have a fly around in there. We'll probably activate a warden, but you know what, I think it'll be worth it. Let me just get some green wool so we know where exactly our little home base is. Okie dokes. Okay, so they're the Shriekers, the things that activate the wardens. They're sensors that send noise signals to the Shriekers, but Shriekers can hear noises by themselves as well. We're going to activate one there, as long as there's none up top. Happy 8 days. Okay, so it's a fairly decent sized one. I do like the fact that you've got a lush cave to sort of cut in over there, and we've got like a little water section underneath. Underneath? No, underneath. But the main thing I want is this sort of walkway area that leads up to the big portal. And we've got one on either side here. Like, this is the main central one. Cool. Yeah, I do like this. And the fact that no other hostile mobs barring the warden can actually spawn here is what I want to mainly use it for, is that key feature. But yeah, this is definitely going to be what we're going to be taking on in next episode. But for today, I think that's definitely going to do it. We managed to go to the mangrove swamp, get all the new blocks from there. We still need to do the deep dark and try to find some allies as well in order to bring back home. For today, I think that's definitely going to do it. And I do hope, let me sort out my camera, there we go. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.